So right back to it. What I'm saying is that, in other words, okay, so that explains the people saying they're right back up to it that came out the woods. Then here's now the reason that person was involved, from what I understand, is those were her. Okay, that's why she was getting pissed, because these motherfuckers are sitting there like, oh, they're back up to it again. She's like, oh, they're back up to it again because it's her, right? Genetic material. Now, my point being is, so that's why she would have been fucking involved. Because the blame would have fucking been coming back onto them for just being fuck-ups. But it wasn't them. Because they already had the fucking code pretty well figured out. And not to mention that they wouldn't have let them get that big. They would have known right from the bat, and fucking that would have been that. Okay? That's why after like the very final straw, she's like, I want to stay near you. She's like, but I want to kill you because you're being stupid, Anthony. She's like, do you understand what this is? And she's like, look at it. She's like, it's about this big. She's like, look at what it is. It's a bone, Anthony. What bone would this be in the fucking body? I'm like, a fucking vertebrae? She's like, now think about it. It's about the size of this. Now think about how much it weighs. And then I'm fucking sitting there, and I was close, but she's like, that's pretty good. She's like, it's, dude. She's like, it's close. But she's like, fucking, but then I started making more jokes because I thought this was not fucking happening. And then she got really fucking mad. And then she's like, oh, okay, fuck this. And she left that in my fucking, and she took the other ones, and fucking the next day, I had somebody come and approach me. And they were like, yo, do you see what this is? They're like, and I already knew. It was a fucking vertebrae. Boom. Fucking, they're like, that's good. They're like, is it male or female? And fucking, dude, I don't know if I got that right or wrong, but they were like, it's female. They're like, now, how much does it weigh? What person would weigh? It's a kid. It's a kid. Yo, dude. You gotta realize, I really did think that this was slightly fucking just another game being played on my fucking brain. But then I get a job. And they show me the machine that was on the other side of the fence from where the bones were found. That crushes rocks into cement. I remember a few things at that point. I remember the references to a lot of different things, but the thing is that I remember overhearing that those were the rejects. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but those people weren't doing it to fucking, because, like I said, they wouldn't have let them get so big from the other one's perspective unless something else was going on. Because if there was a mistake, it would have been picked up on quickly enough that there would have been able to be I don't want to hear your fucking car horn, okay? My point being is that I also overheard that they were going to sell her grandfather the piece of property where the two people came out of. But they were going to do it through different channels so that it wouldn't be linked back to them. They also made a deal with the crew that was going to do it, where the crew could use the equipment in the fucking yard that was literally like a few 100 feet away. As long as anything that might have been found that was left from after the things were moved a few 100 feet to another location until they could get them into the fucking cement thing is what I'm thinking. But the point being is that what I heard was so that this way, if they found anything, just to keep it, the way it is, probably some fucking old, Indian site, because Long Island's just chock full of that shit. Okay? But we didn't need the fucking, they didn't, in other words, like I overheard, the whole, like, not needing the fucking archaeological fucking teams involved and all that other shit, right? So they're selling the girl's grandfather that piece of land, unknowing of what he was about to purchase. But he was getting a good deal. That's why he went for the deal, right? I'm thinking because the man would have been fucking fully aware of other things and fucking, therefore fucking, if anything was found, he would have fucking backed out of the fucking deal, right? So here's my point, like, so then yeah, I remember hearing, but it's the rejects, nobody cares, they're the rejects anyway, blah blah blah. So in other words, that's the whole fucking point, but minus the fact, like, then why were they letting him get so big? They were her rejects. But she wasn't on their side. She was the one they were trying to fucking... In other words, she was the one that they were trying to fucking... That's heavy shit, man. That's fucking heavy shit, man. That's fucking heavy shit, man. That person also made a reference of how his little boys were going to be bosses. How I was supposed to be a boss, but I'm retarded. And his little boys were going to be bosses, and he was thinking he was going to have the pretty little pop stars come over and fuck his boys on their, like, what was it, like 10th birthday or something like that. It was wonderful. That's wonderful. And I'm wondering why they fucking tried to work me right into the fucking dirt. It's just like, if one fucking, that's what I'm saying, it's like, and as far as the yards being linked, as far as that goes, it's like, this yard, because the guy's father left him some very precious rocks that were worth a lot of money, which goes right back to the fucking rocks that were in my fucking driveway, that everybody was stealing left and right, including the fucking people that rented equipment rented yard space from the one people, which now they should be being protected at this very fucking moment, because I really don't have nothing against them, okay, at all. So they should definitely be having some fucking pretty serious protection, just so that they know that I fucking actually do care. It's just I don't like when people play fucking games with my head from every fucking which way possible, and then fucking, I have to put together things that fucking I absolutely have no fucking clue what's going on at the moment, because all I'm getting is bits and fucking pieces. And at this point, I've done a better job than I think fucking anybody else has over the past 23 fucking years or so. Go fuck yourself.